Yo, I just sat down like as this bombing mission part started. Kind of hype. I didn't know what song was on. Hello, hello, Shagat the Known here. Welcome back to Genshin Impact here on the 30th of October 2022, local time 19. Exactly. Only 1 hour late. It's fine. I started my last stream late and I went over the 4 hours by a bit. So it already put me in a weird spot. But it's good. We're here. We're here. We got about... I'll try to go for about 3 hours. If I need to go a little over, I will, but... I'd like to be done at about 3 hours, so hopefully we can be done with this quest by then. We already put a bit of time into it before. I assume it's not going to take me that long, right? I assume it's not like a 7-hour quest or something.
So, where do we go from here?
Sino, do you remember the route you took?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I kind of forgot I have to manually do dialogue. Because I've been playing Code Vein as well.
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot?
I look so sick!
Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert. But I was the one who brought him back.
Alright, so one comment. I just learned that if you have Sayu in your party, her passive stops those flies from running away. Also, I know I can put the dialogue on auto, but I don't know if they fixed it. There was a problem in the past where if like a, say like a big, like a letter comes up, like, here's a letter you should read, and it pops up over the dialogue. If auto was selected, they would keep talking in the background until you got to a dialogue choice or something, while the letter was like up above, like over everything. So it was very distracting, and I don't like that. That's the main reason I don't do auto. I don't know if they fixed that yet, or if fixed. Like, I mean, I kind of feel like it's a broken implementation. That's the main reason I don't use auto on the dialogue.
There's something here. What's this?
It's rare that it happens, but it really bothers me.
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some
Is this
work.
the domain?
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work.
Now isn't the time for complaining, Paimon.
Okay. So we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there looks like it's buried really deep.
With some effort, you managed to retrieve the buried objects. No.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset.
Looks goofy.
Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Everyone goes in different directions and starts digging in the sand. After a short while, you dig up another device nearby.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of scary.
Looks like the last one.
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan.
Well, it could have been, we got to get out of here quickly. Let's just cover up our tracks as quickly as possible and go.
They must have been attacked along the way.
Something like that, too.
Wait, what?
A bit of both, maybe.
Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
That's a fair assumption. I agree.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
What if this was the end of the quest in like 5 minutes or something? No, I think there'll be something big, because Archon quests tend to go a little bit bigger.
Running on sand is so tiring.
Paimon.
But you're flying,
Thank you.
aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Ugh, of course it is.
Interesting, okay. We went too fast. I was like, wait, is that all we're doing? Oh, fuck that tumbleweed. Almost. What the hell did it drop? A nut. Nut butter.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
They're trying to set her up to make us think she's actually betraying us.
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Overconfident.
Tia? Why would you? Tia!
Kid, what the hell?
Hey, what are you doing?
What a dumbass.
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
She's probably not. I mean, I don't for a second believe it. They're just trying to make it look like that for a moment.
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself, I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Yeah, stop jumping to conclusions. Not like I am, but
Shut it, Paimon.
damn.
It doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Rahman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
See, she even resorted to Village Keeper first, which was the better name. Mad Scholar is the more offensive name for them, I guess, right? Well, it depends on who you ask.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
Huh.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say?
Okay, why Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Because that god is dead, basically. That's, I mean, maybe we're gonna learn that they're not, but that god is dead. So, is it because the Academia in particular, they don't like Lesser Lord Kusanali? And they've kind of locked her up and all that, and you know, we obviously know there's even more going on now, but is that why? So they think of the Academia as people of Greater Lord rather than the one that's actually living?
Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
That's okay.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Fight.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia?
Huh? I'll hate them.
These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
I don't mean to distract from what's at hand here, but I'm just gonna say Dia, though.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
So does Dia know... I'm not sure if I caught that. Does Dia know that they have the hostages, or did I'll hate them call the bluff? Did he actually deduce it? What's going on?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
That dude flying around up in the corner there.
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest.
I don't know if this is supposed to be a reference, but I'm thinking of Toyur, where oh shit, was it Fenrir, right? He was growing too large. That doesn't sound right. Not Fenrir. Crap. Toyur decides to. And let me double check. Let's see. Yeah, no, it is Fenrir. Yeah, because it's one of the children of Lopta or Loki. Fenrir is the wolf, and he's growing too large, and they keep trying to chain him up, and nothing's working. And they disguise it as a game, and so it's like, let's play a game. We're gonna like bind you in these ropes or whatever, and then you can break free. And they thought he wouldn't be able to break free, but he did, and then he kept growing larger and larger. And then they bound him again. It was something even stronger, like some chains or something, and he still broke free. And so the next time they had, I think it was like some dwarves make some like enchanted ones that he can't break free from. And Fenrir was suspicious about it, and he's like, I don't know, you've done this twice before, I don't know, something's weird about this, right? So they say, Toyur says, or Tyr, T-Y-R, Toyur says, fine, you know what, we'll do it this way. We're not trying to trick you, we promise. And just to prove it, I'm going to put my right arm, I think it was his right arm, in your mouth. And if you're not able to break free from the chains, you've got my arm. Okay, so come on, of course, like, just to show we're serious, you know, we're not trying to trick you or anything. And of course they were tricking him, and they bound him, and he couldn't break free, and he lost his arm. So Toyur is the god of war, but he's known as like that one-armed god of war because of that particular story. And I want to check, is it his left or right? I feel like it was his, I said right arm, but it might actually be his left. Toyota missing arm. No, it isn't. Okay, yeah, it says right hand, not arm. It's been a while since I've read the stories, but yeah, in the myths, Toyur offered his right hand to the wolf as part of a promise that Fenrir was bound to, that if Fenrir was bound, the beast could bite his hand off. And then we had another thing. Only Toyur was brave enough to approach the wolf and place his arm in his mouth, knowing that he would lose his arm once Fenrir discovered that he could not escape from the chain. Fenrir bit Toyur's arm off, leaving Toyur with only his left hand, but the knowledge that he made the sacrifice for the safety of Asgard was enough. Yeah. This just makes me think of that. I mean, I know this is not going to happen to her. That would be kind of wild if they did that. Maybe they will. But I think she's confirmed to be a playable character, so that'd be interesting. But I doubt that's going to happen. But it just came to my mind as an interesting parallel.
What if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
What? I thought it was like a... Hang on.
Don't listen
Yeah, I thought it was a deal like if I'll hate them betrays you.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you crazy?
What if it was a fake arm all along? Because you could see her fingers on the left, right? But you can't see her fingers on the right.
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Rahman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
What if she's been like guts all along? Except the other arm.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
Okay.
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
Yeah, I just don't see it actually happening.
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it.
Although they did kill, oh, I'm losing her name again. Was it Senora? Yeah, something like that. They did kill her with Raiden Shogun. Dia!
Stop.
Yo, you waited really late to say that.
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Man was already swinging.
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces?
She called the bluff, I guess. She won.
You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
The ball's on her, damn. We're doing another bush transition, aren't we? Not a super clean one, though. Because the screen had to turn black.
I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Huh.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Yeah.
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Please don't do that ever again.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them.
Yo, we could have whooped their asses easy.
If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
Because I guess it makes them a martyr. It bolsters their ideas. Their ideas.
As you wish.
Me trying to say ideology and switching to ideas.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Depends on what you're doing, I guess.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
I think he was just stating the truth.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
You all return to Aru Village and rest in your rooms in preparation for... But what are the chances of success? What are the stakes? There's no way of knowing. Good God. Teleport. Wait until 6 o'clock. Let's do it. Oh wait, is this a reminder about the events and stuff? Yeah. And I really feel bad about missing out on the events. They need to make them, like, replayable. I think I read something that they might be replayable at some point. 3.2 preview page. Oh, it's in my browser. Let me open it, though. Nahida is talking. Oh my goodness. The hell? So Nahida is there. Some kind of crazy oh my god. That's a spoiler, isn't it? I didn't want to know that. I think I know what it is. It only showed Nahida. I was just curious who the summons are going to be. Who the wishes are going to be. Notices. Game. Pre-installation.
Created.
I mean, it's a thing that we should expect, that still should be on our minds, but I think it just, like, kind of spoiled it. Just a boss that should be part of the Archon quests, based on what we saw in the last Archon quest,
And found
related to Nahida and all that. That's what I assumed that I was just seeing. That's what I assume it was. Oh, you're not who I'm looking for. I was like, wait a minute. Who is Bonifaz? Yo, what's up, Dia? What's up, girl?
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
Yeah.
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
And blow your cover again.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
You see the way she looked? A little look to the side. Alrighty. Go to the agreed location. 2 kilometers away. Yo, we can run quick. Like, I'm just thinking about it. How quickly we can cover 2 kilometers. Like, we do book it. This doesn't hurt either. Oh, we're going to the pyramid? No way. No way. I kind of wanted to just do this on foot. See where it leads. Also, maybe I'll find a random thing to get distracted by. I swear, that right there, I'm covering it with the center dot. Well, kind of. Jeez, the sensitivity is too much. Where's my sensitivity button? Where is... I thought I had a sensitivity button on this mouse. I can lower the sensitivity, but that right there, I'm covering it, so I'm going to move away. It's directly to the left of the center dot. I thought that was one of the little red challenge flag things. Might not be. So what I mean by sensitivity button is the mouse that I use at work used to be the old mouse that I used on my computer before I switched to the wireless Logitech mouse that wirelessly charges from the mouse pad. That old mouse, it had a button where you could hold, and then it would reduce, it would like really lower the sensitivity while you're holding the button. And I thought this mouse had that, but I don't think it does. This one does have buttons that raise and lower the sensitivity, but it's not like a hold. It's like a raise and lower it through your presets.
Stabilize.
No enemy? Oh, we have to go find some... Ooh. I forgot how this worked. We'll do what we can here. It's on the way. Yoink, and a yoink, and a yoink. Why does she have no special? Did she die last?
Eye for an eye.
Stabilize.
Booba, get them.
That's kind of odd. I'm used to her, like, always having a special.
I condemn you.
Solidify.
Here we go.
To the core. Rack and ruin. Beg for mercy.
Damn it. It didn't get the one I actually wanted it to get. Alright, can you just die? There we go.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Alrighty, so I need to find the things that, like... You know what, this could be related to it. Maybe I have to get something over here. Or maybe it's just there for transportation. Basically, these ghost things that you need to light on fire. There's something you can, like, activate. Something you can grab, or I don't quite remember. But while you have it active, it can reveal those ghost things. I don't even see a regular one. This is interesting. There's one of these. It's like a dried up Aranara or something. There's one of these on the deal over here. Do I interact with it? Do I hit it with Dendro? I don't remember how this works. Maybe you do.
Scatter.
Is it like a Sealy now? Oh!
Booba, get them.
Then you shock it, right?
Heal thyself.
Damn it. Yeah, you shock it. Yeah, that's right.
Nice and spicy.
Come on, I need to hit that. That thing's making it hard to hit because of the way Zhongling's move works. Alrighty, let's go. So we just get right here. And... Bop, no? Okay, you're taking us to another one, aren't you?
Nice and spicy.
Let's get up here. Let's get ready to bop this dude. Here we are. Perfect.
Booba, get them.
There's still another one. Where? This? Maybe this is it? Yep.
Nice and spicy.
That one looked inactive, but it worked. Okay. That's a fun one to figure out. I like environmental puzzles like this.
last name.
Environmental puzzles that aren't literally just look at the wall and then match the symbols a la Elder Scrolls V dungeons. Like literally look at the walls and then shoot the whale and the eagle and the like. I think that's what it was, right? Like those are the puzzles, and they never like they did get more complex in terms of hiding where they're at in the room or something, but they never really got very complex by the end of the game. And then, of course, like, every dungeon in the game basically had those. Every barrow, I guess. I don't know if it was every dungeon, but, like, all of a specific dungeon type had those. So it was this weird, like... I don't know, it's like, I get the idea. Oh yeah, I saw one of these... Oh no, this is different. This is just a... Okay, yeah, we could do this. Yeah, we'll do this. These are fine. Oh my god. The water's not gonna make things here easy, is it? Where's the thing I... Okay, here it is. I saw this, like, a black and white zone somewhere when I was exploring off stream last week. Is this it? This might be it. Oh, I don't have another thing ready. That's it. I'm about to die. Okay, yeah, no, we need to get out of here before I die. Come on, let me free. That's fine if they're gonna revive. Because I could now use you as special. Not revive, but heal. Okay, there's still more. What's still there? This one? There's another one somewhere and I don't know where. Also, is there not a thing here that heals me? Keeps me from being corrupted? Yeah, this one's odd. Unless I have to kill all of these.
Nice and spicy.
No rest for the wicked. Solidify.
Booba, get them.
Rack and ruin.
I'm not really getting any more corruption, which is odd. This one's working differently than any other one that I've done. Now it's like freaking out. Okay. Maybe it's because of the water. Maybe they've changed the functionality a bit.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
Okay, but yeah, I saw like a black and white area like this when I was exploring last week off stream. Videos going up on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, you had to go through the playlist. You've already seen it. But it caught my attention because there was no withering there or anything. It was just like a random black and white area. Hey, what? Oh, come on. They gave me way too much time for this, though, didn't they?
trinket
I feel like I was
flying
about to make
around
another
within this
comment too,
desolate
and
plain.
I lost it. I feel like I got distracted by that black and white thing there. Wasn't there a chest? Yeah. Man, how did I miss these when I was exploring? Doesn't matter, we're getting closer. Still a kilometer out, but we're getting closer. I think there was another one near one of the cliffs or something, but it's the other direction that I've gone. These are cool.
Nice and spicy.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they changed that mechanic there a little bit, because usually on those withering things, you just have to beat, like, once you pop all the flowers, you beat, like, a major boss, or, like, you know, one last big enemy pops out. And as long as you beat that enemy, you're good. That's the only one that actually matters. No, my shield's gone, but... Alright, let's head, let's go this way. Oh, no. No fight. We no fight. I wonder if this damn thing's gonna be resurrected now. Because if we're going right up to this pyramid, this has been suspect for a very long time. We're going right up to the pyramid here. Maybe we get to go in there now. We're already 45 minutes in. Yo, it's basically a fennec fox. Kind of. Like, it's a desert fox, right? It's basically a fennec fox. It looks a little bit different, I guess, but the major components are there. The ears might not be big enough, but it's a small fox that lives in the desert. Come on. I'd like to get a good look at them. Oh, wait! I could probably capture one. If I see one... Oh, this is sick. Bruh! What? Hold on. Hold on. I gotta back off and get a good view with no webcam or anything obstructing. I want to get that transition caught. Here we are. This is sick. Can I go in here? I can't. Yo, this is huge. Like it kind of looks big, but when you get up to it, good lord. The Mausoleum of King Deshret. Oh wait, where do we go? We walk in? What do we do? We go on top of it? What's going on? We definitely don't go on top of it, according to that. But why not? We don't run up this very quickly, do we? Alright, what do I do here? I've never actually gone up to this thing because I wanted to make sure I saved that for stream or something. So I went a little bit close to it a couple times, but I don't think it did this effect before. So either I didn't go close enough, or that's unique to this quest because he's being revived right now or something. And he's gonna be a boss. I assume he's gonna be a boss. Like, I don't see any the first time they mentioned the resurrection of the Scarlet King, I was like, okay, what's up with that? When are we gonna fight this guy? Because it's happening, right? And I'm talking back when I'll hate them, with the divine knowledge and everything, right? Like back in Ormos. Chapter 3, Act 1, right? And then Act 2 was the dream harvesting stuff. And then Act 3 was the thing that basically led us to find out the involvement of Il Dottore and Scaramouche, or the Balladeer. Yeah, we're probably going to go to the top of that somehow, at some point. Be a boss fight on top of it. So this is one that I saw, and you see I marked it. If you look at the map, I've marked this, and I actually got the most perfect mark ever. Look at that. Let me back off. It's so perfect because it's got little points coming out, like it's made a better star. Problem is I couldn't get to it. I briefly... So I did go pretty... Okay, yeah, so from here the sky doesn't do that. So I did come fairly close to the big old pyramid here. But it doesn't do that from here. So what I think is... You have to do the... You have to do whatever quest, which maybe it's a main quest, maybe it's a side quest. But something lets you, like, activate... Yeah, maybe there's some primal sunglasses, or... Did it say sunglasses? Sand glasses around here that haven't been activated yet. So basically, there's some puzzle, because you see, I can't, like, navigate very effectively around here. And now I'm trapped. Oh my god, let me out. Let me out, what the hell? Bruh. Bruh. Can I cut in there? No. So I'll have to figure that out at some point. Then there's this one over here. I guess we're gonna activate a thing and I can like dash to it. So it is what it is. Alright, let's go. Let's see what's gonna happen now. Long walk later. A movie? Oh no.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
You didn't have to admit that.
Is
To that.
everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
So is this the grandpa guy? Isak will confirm it pretty quickly.
Grandpa!
Yep.
Why is there only one of them?
Because the others are gone.
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think?
Wow. I thought the deal was... We'd have to go back and double check it, but I thought the deal was to release all of them.
And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
You stay right there!
Movie? Fight? Movie. Yo, what's up, girl? God damn.
Playmate! What do you think you're doing? Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
That Nahida? What? Can't be Nahida. What the hell? Where are we? We're in the mausoleum now, right?
Paimon's dizzy.
Okay, so we've talked about before the green energy that was seen around the scholars, right? Around the village keepers. And our deduction, our assumption was that it was related to Nahida, the Archon. Was she able to just do that, despite the fact that she's been trapped? I don't know. That's... I don't know. Like, before she was able to do things through the Akasha, but she is an Archon. Maybe she's, you know, worked on her powers some... I don't know. Maybe she's figured something out. Or we were wrong all along, and that's something else. What if it's Greater Lord? That was cool, though. Is everyone... Yo, also, Dia just going ham like that. Yes, that was good. Is everyone okay?
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us.
He has a terminal. Interesting.
It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body.
No doubt. You finally believe me. Maybe they really did make contact with her and it's just latent energy remaining?
The dendro
Finally
Archon.
believe me.
The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no, he's getting confused again.
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures.
I like it.
The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now.
What if there's like a chasm 2.0 here?
It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet King!
What's he doing here? And his men too?
They got sucked down with us.
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me.
I guess in the midst we were like not paying attention, but we've been down here talking. How did no one notice?
Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet King's civilization appear.
I don't know about appear, like they were here already, right?
Two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both. Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being, or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
Okay. Ah, fuck them. Desert Raider. How do we... Okay, we could just drop down here now. I was like, what if we left? What if we teleported away? Well, there's our answer. We could just drop back down. What's this icon? It's up above. It's one of those things I was already looking at, I guess. Was there anything I wanted to say? I was thinking about something a minute ago.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no, he's getting confused again.
Oh. Was Scarlet King... Was that 500 years ago? Was that also at the same time as Conria? That's what I was thinking. Are we gonna get more Conria related stuff? Because that's when, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata fell, right? Alright, so it is a domain. I've got all 3 things they recommend. I was gonna hope it's, not necessarily like a really short domain, but a more standard domain. Not like the domain we did in the Chasm. No, not the was it the Chasm? Yeah, it was the Chasm. I think. Yeah. And we got like trapped in there, and Zhao and Zhongli, they saved us. Zhao was gonna sacrifice himself, and Zhongli gave him a little burst of energy to get out of there. That was a really long domain. There's like a pseudo domain.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Raman.
Huh? Me?
Yes?
Do you see another Raman here?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Proceed deeper within the ruins. Ooh. Is it going to be multiple little side things? Alright, do I look for a pattern somewhere? What's this? Ceremonial guide. Look up at the hall as a mortal and listen to King Dashret's holy guidance. What does that mean? I was thinking this would be related. Because I mentioned the energy flowing. But as a mortal, what does that mean? What if you had to actually pull Lumine in? You can't do that. You can't switch parties when you're in a domain. Look up at the hall as a more. Oh, wait, 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 wait. Oh, nope, that was it. It glows when it's correct. This is like, this is the person. This is the, yeah. But also you could easily just turn them until it works. Trial and error wouldn't be hard with that few, that many options. Not like a lot of combinations. You know, we try to actually solve it. We try to figure out the intended stuff. Y'all get out of here, okay? Y'all get out of here, okay? Not here to play.
Rack and ruin.
Oh, this music. Oh, this music. I didn't even want to talk. It was so good. Yo, this soundtrack is excellent for 3.0. They've all been pretty good. Like 2.0 to me stood out more than 1. I'll say 2.x stood out more, but this is wow. I really like this. These mushroom guys look funny because they have like they look like they have feathers on them.
Eye for an eye.
These are the ones from the chasm. Alright, so far so good. So what? You son of a dick licker. So you gotta check like every wall to make sure there's not a hidden thing as well. Okay. I don't know if I want that radish or sunsetia from in here. Actually, if the Dendro Archon's power is in here, it's not too bad. Also, this looks cool. Looks like something out of Inazuma, almost the purpley color there.
Rack and ruin.
Right, so we take that, activate Evelator. Just go up and down now? I don't know. Definitely wasn't ready to take it. I guess. I mean, we just try to jump into it. Wait, what? Oh, come back. Oh, we can do... Okay, I was like... I didn't jump on it yet, but I was like, why is there a button to activate it if we can't get to it?
Stabilize.
Yeah, I don't like making assumptions, but sometimes it makes me feel dumb. Okay, I do make assumptions, but... I was like, there's a button. Why is the button here? It's in case you mess up the elevator.
Eye for an eye.
Alright, there was this stuff I want to read first. Do I? We'll get the chest. I was like, maybe the reading will trigger something. After 6 days infiltrating the temple, I finally understand the priest's parlor tricks. The elevator will descend to the ground. Get on top of it before it starts ascending again to reach the dome. Nonsense like the forbidden ground ahead, mortals shall not pass, or whatever, are just made up by the priests to hoodwink us. I leave this method here in hopes that the people of King Deshret who shall travel here in the future shall freely enjoy the privilege of witnessing his sacred presence. So this is a Dark Souls elevator, huh? So we have to send it down and then call it back, huh? I don't know how we do that. Like, it says it'll descend to the ground. Does it just happen on its own? Or, no, we activate it. Deactivated lasers with my dick. Now what? We just wait?
Solidify.
I don't know, I must be missing something.
Stabilize.
'Cause I'm not sure how long you expect me to wait. I can't shoot that to reactivate it. It's gotta be a trick. So it says, it'll descend to the ground, get on top of it before it starts ascending again to reach the dome. But how? It just doesn't seem to do anything. And you can't really climb in domains. You do that. Yeah, domains are a bit weird. That's a long shot, literally. I don't see something like this, it makes me feel stupid, like I'm missing something obvious. Come on, go! Like we see, that's where we want to be. We did exactly what it said, get on top of the elevator before it starts ascending. But it's not ascending. What if... Huh. Is there anything else to interact with? Oh my god, I'm stupid. I am. We just literally call it back from here. I'm stupid. Don't judge me. Okay, judge me. The way it worded it is what threw me off, because it said get on the elevator before it starts rising again. I was thinking, like, something about it was making me think I need to, like, it's gonna happen on its own. And that threw me off. Like, that just broke my brain and had me thinking about it in the incorrect way. And I called it a Dark Souls elevator too, like that's the most Dark Souls thing. But for some reason my brain just didn't accept it.
Eye for an eye.
Come on. I need you to drop. Dude, you're so annoying! Fall!
I condemn you.
What's that? Okay, we got things that we need to start up. Oh, we got spinny boys. Ah, this is gonna be an interesting puzzle. I need to find something that tells me... Well, no, I guess I don't. I just do it until they all light up. Right? So that one's good, but these are not. Oh, there we are. Now what, do we do the same thing again? Does this take me up higher? No, what's happening? Oh, does this open up a door down here? Oh, it takes me lower.
Oh, now that's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
I like how they did King Deshret in parentheses that time instead of the little like thing above the name, almost like superscript. But also we've seen it enough. Whoa, this is cool looking. This does look like something from Inazuma almost. This is purple. Nice music. Reminds me of something from Legend of Legaia.
Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Wait. What's that?
Anubis, kind of.
A load of flowers, and it looks like there's something among them.
It looks like a tomb.
Oh, these are Scarlet King runes.
See, that's the superscript thing I was talking about.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
Oh.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
It's gonna be sick, isn't it? Is it gonna be a hologram? Or is it gonna be a movie?
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for Greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She
Nice.
summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
I got things to say.
What was that?
That just completely changed a lot of things that we knew in relation to that backstory, right? I guess it depends on who you ask, but Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is Nahida, I guess. That's the idea we just got. She used up all her energy and was kind of converted into Nahida, which it means they're the same figure, right? So I guess I was speculating, is there still Greater Lord somewhere, somehow? Probably not, no. That also basically suggests that the whole idea of this feud between the two, between the Scarlet King and Greater Lord, the Eremites have this idea that the Greater Lord is so bad, and I don't know if betrayer is the word, but turns out no, they're pretty cool, and they they're basically thanking the Greater Lord for saving the desert and doing good on their behalf. So it completely changes a lot of the meaning behind the things that we've heard. So that's interesting. That's important stuff.
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Why, you've lived your life based on a lie, right?
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King were never enemies at all.
Nope.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata came to the rescue of King Deshret and his people, but eradicating the forbidden knowledge took so much of her power. The two deities' followers have resented each other all this time, completely unaware that the gods stuck by each other through life and death.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before.
I don't think anyone here had.
The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. The Scarlet King's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Ruka Devata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
Indeed.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart.
So are you gonna accept it? Or are you gonna go crazy now?
How could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me. My Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Raman takes some time to collect his thoughts while the rest of the party continues to accept. Raman's reaction is nothing strange to any believer. The truth he had just witnessed could have been difficult to accept.
How you doing?
Good God, that goes so fast.
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. I can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for.
Okay, so that's good. He's not gonna go completely crazy, I guess. Maybe not. We'll see.
But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
Or this is his chance to go off and start scheming.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
Like, it could be a thing where he's like, nope, I refuse to accept this. And he tells his people, I saw the vision from the Scarlet King, and he wants us to, you know, like, he could do some bullshit.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes, the gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured things out now.
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
This is a turn for the better.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
I know, this all feels too convenient, right? Maybe Sino's thinking the same. It feels like it went too smoothly.
Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Okay. I get kicked out. Why? Is there something special about domains? Because they do kick you out after time. I don't know if they're instanced in a certain way that puts a burden on the server or what. It might only be able to hold, you know, some certain amount of domains active at a time. And in order to accommodate that, they kick you out. I don't know. Secret of the Scorching Desert. Let's see what it's about. That was cool though. Like I said, that was a lot. That changed a lot of stuff. But that was still like 500 years ago, wasn't it? Or I don't know how long. I think it was like 500 years ago. So it still matches the time frame that some of what was going on could be related to Conria, because everything is, right?
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
Okay, maybe you're cool.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Sounds so suspicious.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please! Swift and painless!
Whoa! The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost!
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders! You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves!
Yeah, I suggest you read up on the Nuremberg trials. Just following orders, huh?
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy!
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do they do with it?
I really don't know how to explain it!
Better start trying.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry!
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
May I ask them a question?
Be my guest.
The sages are trying to create a new god, aren't they? Yeah, I guess we haven't broke this part to everybody, have we?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
Because we know. We saw the thing with Nahida. She's been captured. We know the thing with the Balladeer. All that good stuff. Il Dottore. We know a lot of information that I guess others don't know yet.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
So, I want to let this flow, but I also want to make the comment, or the little... I want to just, like, express my thoughts on this. So, they're like, okay, we need to make another god because Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's not here. Lesser Lord Kusanali is not enough. Nahida, nah, she sucks. We don't like her. So we're gonna lock her up, basically. You know, not allow her to leave. and then complain that she can't help us? Am I getting this right? Like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was with us, but you have an Archon that you've locked away. Just saying.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a Gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities.
He brought a Gnosis? Might that be Venti's? Also, what are they doing with Nahida then? I thought they were going to take her Gnosis. I forgot about Venti's.
The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhaitham.
Question. Why were, what was her name? Not Dunyarzad. Hypatia? Hypatia thought she contacted a normal Archon, a deity, right? She actually contacted the Balladeer. So how far, like, is it because they're far enough along in the plan? How was it that she made contact with him?
If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
But the sage's end product won't be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. It will be the Balladeer.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
I hope they touch on what I said. Like, but she's not good enough, why not? Because you lock her up and don't let her do anything?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time.
Oh yeah.
By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
Again, locking her up, I'm sure that helped. As in, helped people forget.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
Even now, they still refuse to acknowledge Lesser Lord Kusanali. I never imagined a god could be subjected to such cruelty.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery.
Strip club!
Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Okay, not what I had in mind with the change of scenery, but okay, sure, I'll take that.
Sure, as you wish.
That was a fun time, wasn't it? Basically, piecing together everything we already kind of knew. Not just kind of knew, really knew. Piecing it all together. What if Eremites were no longer enemies? I don't think that'll be the case. It'd be like if Hilly Churls were no longer enemies because we did the chasm and found out that Hilly Churls were, Conrians, basically, right? Isn't that right? They were like from Conria, but they were corrupted. I don't remember exactly. We'll touch on it at some point next time we run into Dainsleif, which you know he's due to show up again sometime soon here in another patch or two. Like once we, so here's the way it works. Like with 2.0, we had two major patches of quests, and I guess it was only one quest per patch. This time it's two quests per patch so far. I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this quest, but in 2.0 we kind of encountered Raiden Shogun, and then in 2.1 we like had the real face-off, which basically wrapped up the main quest of 2.0. Like everything was kind of chill with Raiden Shogun. Then there were other things that happened in the 2.x series of patches, but that was the big beefy bulk of it, right? I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this quest, if that's going to kind of wrap everything up, if we're going to encounter the Balladeer or what. Because then I would feel like that's, like if we encounter the Balladeer and or the Doctor, I feel like that would be the wrap up of the big beefy main part of 3.x. Then we're going to have a bunch of interlude stuff before we do 4.x, which is probably going to be next year. Like mid next year. So, the point I'm trying to get at is usually in between those sections, like just before 2.0, we had Dainsleif show up, and then about midway through 2.0, Dainsleif shows up again in the chasm. So probably, you know, 3.3, nah, probably like 3.4, 3.5. I would expect to see him again at some point. Open the chest. Oh. One of these. Don't trust it. Alrighty. Oh, I think we made it, unless there's going to be a wall up here. One of them I've done, it had a wall like that. Ooh, I see another chest. We'll grab it on the way. So we're almost 2 hours in. We're at hour 42 in. I said I'll try to be done within 3 hours. We'll see how that goes. Definitely engaged. Looking for a little blue thing. Not that. But I am intrigued by the fire stuff up here. And this chest. There's the blue thing. Alright, we'll come back down for it in a minute. Sealy. Son of a bitch.
Solidify.
Booba, get them.
Sure you want to do this?
Rack and ruin.
In before another enemy shows up. I hope these don't burn out. I hate when these things burn out. Because then I have to switch to another character.
Frying pan into the fire.
Like Amber that can shoot more quickly. Or I have to burn her special, her Q attack. Oh, they are burning out. Alright. How am I going to do this? Let that one burn out. Pop that. Get over here. Pop that. Now, as long as I can get here quickly enough. Get that one.
Nice and spicy.
There we go. Oh, we got it. Perfect. Alright. It's not that big of a deal. I don't use that attack all that often.
Cry out my illustrious name.
Alright, there's a chest down here on the way to the Sealy. The dude.
Gather.
I think it'd be interesting if characters glided at different rates. Like, I feel like Fischl being small should glide faster than Zhongli for some reason. And it would... I don't know if I'd be annoyed by it, though. I don't know if I play as Fischl like I do, then I would get the benefit.
Eye for an eye.
Or maybe just give more control from certain characters. But again, that'd be annoying, probably.
Destiny has brought me hither.
It'd feel too much like you're being punished. What's going on, Tusk? Dude, you missed Dia going ham earlier. Oh, I want to capture the fox. Yeah, you missed Dia going ham. Oh. Well, how was I supposed to know that was there? We got a movie of her, like, fighting somebody.
What trinkets lie veiled within this desolate plain?
We basically, we went to the pyramid, that big pyramid over there, and we were gonna do, actually she just went full, like, badass mode today, calling a bluff, about to get her arm chopped off, and then the stuff that I was just referencing, we went to that pyramid to make basically a hostage trade almost, and, she got mad because she felt like that they kind of screwed us on the deal, and she's just started going nuts and attacking the dude that was like behind the whole thing. And we got sucked under the pyramid. Good stuff, man. I hope she's in 3.2, because that's going to drop in a couple days.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The 2 new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
The atmosphere is so heavy.
It's hard to not feel weighed down by what we just learned. Despite everything Lesser Lord Kusanali has done for her people, the Academia has abandoned her in the sanctuary of Surasthana like a lost cause. Even though she's protected, I've never realized there's such a small and childlike God in the world.
Hey, say something. Stop spacing out.
Yes, use your voice acting budget.
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh, Paimon's so coming with you.
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
I want to share everything I know with all of you.
So you were still withholding some information?
Yes, I'm sorry. I have my reasons, but now I know we're all in this together. In between the conversations, Candace and Paimon bring over snacks and tea. Aya's expression is relaxed, as if her mood hasn't been affected by the heavy conversation at all. Sino has a firm and solemn expression on his face. It looks like he's made up his mind about something. The core of his beliefs is motivation to pursue the right course of action. Oh my god, it's so fast, I'll hate them. Also turns towards the crowd. He wants to listen too. After that, the whole story comes out. All the experiences, feelings, and secrets are shared freely with everyone. To share everything means to consider everyone as allies. From today on, everyone will fight for the same goal.
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
That's everything we've experienced so far in Sumeru.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
This cannot continue.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
No matter what lies ahead, I will do my utmost.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Oh, what if this is the end of the quest? Until 3.3 or 3.2, yep. RIP. What a cliffhanger. Until 3.2, right? Yeah, this is completely different. As you stroll around Liyue, you bump into a familiar person. Huh. Well, that sucks. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. We're done with it now. So that just sets us up for next time. I'm not going to be wrapping up the quest. We just got one of these for the quest, which is nice. After the Leia Lotus Lamp triggers a Lotus Light transfiguration, it will obtain 5 stacks of the overflowing Lotus Light effect from the passive talent Verdant Overgrowth. You must have unlocked this passive talent first. I guess. How do we unlock it? Is it not from the constellation? I'm confused. Is it from our level? Whatever it is. Alrighty, well, that's that. I saw them wrapping up, like, I could see it happening there when it was like, let's take some time to collect all the information we have. I was like, oh, that's it, isn't it? Alrighty, well, that's the end of the 3.1 Archon quest. Oh, look at the 2 cats again. Are they? Okay, I wanted to see before if they were, like, through each other. No. Yeah, this one freaks out and disappears. The other one's chill. The other one's a friend. Alright, I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a while. I'm gonna do my daily commissions real quick, but then we're gonna wrap up early. Since I'm already done with the quest, we're gonna wrap up early. It'll give me some time to myself tonight. Let's do my commissions and stuff real quick, and then bounce. I need to get the keys to keep unlocking things, and I've been pretty bad about commissions lately. As in, I haven't done commissions the last month or something.
Stabilize. A new job.
Rack and ruin.
Are these the guys that are like that tingle?
I condemn you.
Test subject.
Eye for an eye.
Oh, that hit that guy? Nice. Yeah, because I'm only really playing this on these Sunday streams now.
Rack and ruin.
And I have not done commissions on one of these streams in a hot minute. I should do them at like the start of every stream though. Just get them over with. And then I will build up keys, at least to get the big quests done. Locked in. The ones for all the actual characters. Well, that's not right. The ones for the 5 stars, basically. 4 stars are characters too. Got some in my team. Oh, little challenge one here. Okay, not bad. I guess they've probably already done the stream. If they were linking to the info about 3.2 in game now, I guess they've already done the live stream talking about all the 3.2 stuff. I don't like to watch that kind of stuff. It's too spoilery for me. Like, I've watched them after the fact before, or like I've watched YouTube videos that recap those live streams after like I play the new patch, and I'm like, whoa, like that's revealing way too much. It's like, here's this character, here's every move they have, here's like a trailer revealing a bunch of their backstory and lore and this and that. Here's the new bosses that are going to be here. I'm like, dude, I don't want to, like, why would I want to know that before I play the game? Like, I want to play the game and learn that stuff.
No rest. Eye for an eye. More speed.
It's like they really just be revealing everything. I guess some people like that, but I don't know, like, some people are really bad about that. Like, Square Enix is really bad about that. I don't know when I think Final Fantasy 13 is where Square Enix started that.
Rack and ruin.
That's the one where they were like, we're gonna budget the hell out of this thing. We're gonna release like merchandise, like you can buy necklaces and stuff, all kinds of weird stuff.
Stabilize.
And they wanted to make this big like universe, and that's why there were so many games in Final Fantasy 13 universe. 15 was originally a Final Fantasy 13 game, right? It was Versus 13. But it just took too long to come out that they ended up converting it to a new game. To one of the, to a new mainline game. But I feel like that's where they started with it, and then they'll have these big trailers, like, here's all the characters, and here's all the backstory and everything. It's like, bruh, again, why? Like, I don't know, I'm weird, but I'm like, what's the point of playing the... yeah, the game... You play the game because hopefully the game is fun to play. But so I'm being a little bit... maybe facetious. I'm being a little bit over the top when I say, what's the point of playing the game if you already tell us all this stuff? But I mean, I genuinely think, like, why would you reveal all that stuff ahead of time? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And then as a player, why would you want to know all that stuff ahead of time? Wouldn't you want to discover that as you're playing the game? I guess to them, and I guess maybe to some people, it gets them hyped up. But yeah, I'm gonna spoil something right now for Final Fantasy VII Remake. So if you don't want to know, step away for 30 seconds or so. But in Final Fantasy VII Remake, there's something that's not in the original game, and it's in the Shinra Tower. You encounter Sephiroth at the top, and he stabs and seemingly kills Barret. None of that happens in the original, but seeing Barrett get stabbed and like he seems to be dead. He comes back for reasons, but he seems to be dead, and it's like, whoa, what? And that'll catch you off guard. I did not watch the trailers until after I beat 7 Remake, but they showed that in the trailer. They showed that moment of him being stabbed. And it's like, this is something brand new that wasn't in the original game, and you're showing that in the trailer. Yeah, you're gonna make people want to know why it was happening, but at the same time, spoilers much? Like, that's a major thing to be showing. That's not like a minor thing. So, I'll say it this way, like, if that character is... What if you're a new player, and you see that, you're like, oh, so this character dies. So when you know, the first time you ever see the character in the game, you're like, oh, I know this person's gonna die later, because that's what the trailer shows. And it's like, what? Why would you show that? Like, even for a new player, you're being like, oh, you're just gonna show a character death in the trailer, cool. Like, I don't get it. I don't want to take my medicine. It tastes gross. What's wrong? Dodo is quite a sickly child. This is the medicine she needs to take according to the prescription Dr. Baiju gave me. But she refuses to take it. She complains that she doesn't like the taste. Unfortunately, herbal medicine is bitter. That's just how it is. The only time she ever agrees to take it is if she gets to have a bowl of almond tofu afterwards. If you have the time, could you go and pick me up a portion of almond tofu? Hey kiddo, not liking the medicine, huh? It's so bitter! Lulu's medicine is way less bitter than mine. Dodo, Lulu and her friends were just pretending. That wasn't real medicine they were drinking. It was some leftover sugary water from a bowl of almond tofu. Oh, so almond tofu won't make me get better? Then I guess I do have to take that icky medicine. That's right, good girl. As soon as you're better, you can eat whatever you like. Why can't they make medicine taste like sweet almond tofu? So unfair. There's no getting through to her. Anyway, please go and fetch me a portion of almond tofu. Just the one will do. Do I have some? Have you brought it? I'll give you some of the crappier one. It's not crappy, it's just normal. No, I don't want to. Hey, if you take your medicine, I've got some almond tofu for you. Almond tofu, but I still have to take the medicine first. Dodo, be a good girl. You'll only get better if you take your medicine. And there's almond tofu waiting for you. Ah, but Mr. Baiju is so clever. Why can't he make the medicine almond tofu flavor? Yeah. Alright, we did it. We did all our commissions. Yeah, so Tusk says, yeah, I would have been... If I saw the trailer before playing it, I would have been pissed. Why play a story game if the ending is right there? Exactly. And again, like, after playing the game, like, we know there's a lot more stuff going on with that scene. But the point is, that's a critical scene. It's not in the original game. And so for veteran players, they're gonna be like, what the hell is this? You're spoiling a big moment that's not in the original game. And for new players, they're like, oh, you just showed that? Oh, okay. That's like, okay. Like, I don't see any reason to put it in for either type of player, either new or old players. But Square Enix does that stuff. That trailer got panned pretty heavily. It's like, don't watch it. There's another one. What was it? Uh-oh.
Traveler.
Shit.
Paimon, it's been a long time.
No! Can I Alt F4?
Oh, hey, Hoishin. Long time no see.
This is one of the story quests. I literally was just looking at it a few minutes ago in the quest log. It's like, as you're traveling through Liyue, you see a familiar face. Let's auto it.
Fancy meeting you here. How's work these days?
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time. But I've been feeling distracted at work lately. I just feel constantly agitated.
Yeah, I feel like there's another trailer. I just want to finish that thought that somebody was telling me about. I don't know if it was a game I was going to play or not. Maybe it wasn't, but they were just saying like, yo, if you want to play that game, don't watch the trailer. It's been a while, like within the past couple of years probably, so that might have been it. But I was blown away. Has something happened?
It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days. He's always said, old age comes for us all in the end. Still, I just can't help but feel a little emotional watching it happen to him. Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me?
Only if I can do it
He
later.
seems very fond of you too. I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
Sure, let's go.
I don't want to be mean about it, but I don't want to do it right now. Calculated Gambit. Umbrabolus. What did that say? Not too much happened there. So, okay, no, but can I click up? There we go. Umbrabolus Orcus Chapter Act 1. Who is this? It's Yelan. Okay. I would like to do her quest. But not now. The good news is there wasn't a lot of dialogue there. And this is a good recap. After talking to Huishin, you decide to go to the second floor of Yansheng Tea House to visit Uncle Tian. That's it. Good. That's a good recap. It was just a little bit of dialogue. See, what I didn't want was to be like a 10-minute piece of dialogue there, and then it's like, I'm not doing the quest tonight, and then I forget everything because it's going to be like a month before I get to it or something.
Thank you for completing to.
I did that with the Ayaka quest. What was his name? Kamisato Ayaka or something? I did that with that quest line. Well, it wasn't that long, but basically I accidentally stumbled into that wedding stuff, and then it was like a couple weeks or something before I got back to it. And I was like, I gotta get to this before I forget everything that set the quest up, because it was like 5 minutes of dialogue or more that set the quest up. But yeah, back on that topic just one more time. Game developers, why are you doing that stuff? Like, movie trailers will do that stuff too. They'll reveal like the big bad villain or something in the movie trailer, and it's supposed to be a twist in the movie, but it's like, you showed it in the trailer, why? Like, why would anyone do that? Why would you spoil stuff? That's why I avoid trailers. Like, I don't care what the game is. I don't care if it's a game that's supposed to be, like more about the gameplay and the story's like an afterthought. If you put the story there, don't spoil it. Like, at least let me discover it. To be fair, that happens in the first episode, though. But the second thing, yeah, the Dio stuff is a little different. Oh, no. I'm thinking of no. That's not the first episode. That's like 2 or 3 episodes in. Yeah, so that is spoiling that. It's pretty early on, but yeah, it is spoiling it. I was thinking of for some reason I was thinking the beginning of the first episode where there's like the wrecked carriage and everything. And I was like, that's the opening of the first episode, so it's not a big deal. But no, it's not. You're right. So yeah, that one's pretty bad too. The start of JoJo Part 1. The opening of that. I didn't pay too much attention to the opening when I watched it. I knew about like some Dio memes and stuff, so I think I already knew he wasn't a good dude, but I didn't really know a lot of information. I didn't know, you know, there's like a vampire thing going on with it and all that. I had no idea that was going to be in play. But it's like, yeah, I do try to even avoid some openings because of that. I don't pay that much attention to the visuals in them, basically. Because it can cause some problems. See, I don't know enough about Part 3, and maybe one day I'll watch it. Maybe one day I'll get around to it, so don't spoil that one for me. If by the OP is fire, if you mean the song, Stardust Crusaders, yeah, it's good.
Though the clouds may darken and light turn to gloom.
Oh my god. Is this the way up? What is this? This is the way up to the old Jade Chamber, but the Jade Chamber's moved. There it is. Can we just warp up there or something now? I don't know. Yeah, Stardust Crusaders is a good song. Is that... No, that's not the... It's, Stand Proud, right? Stardust Crusaders is the name of the part. Stand Proud. I actually can play that song on guitar. I don't remember how to play it right now, but it's not a hard song to play. Get that 7-string out. I have a guitar tab, and I just play along with it. I never really learned how to play it without the tab. But it's not, it wasn't super hard to play, at least for me. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I'm so special. I just mean, at my skill level, it wasn't very difficult to play. I've been playing long enough, and it's a style of music that I play. It's metal, so it's easy enough for me to play. Yeah, I don't think I can get up there. I might be able to warp up there. Yeah. But I wanted to try to see if there was like a normal way to get up here. There might have been, I just didn't see it. It is a good song. I don't know if I like that or Sono Chino Sadame more. But Bloody Tears, no, not Bloody Tears, Bloody Stream, is that what it is? Bloody Tears is Castlevania. Is it Bloody Stream, is that part 2? I can't remember the name. You know, I know you know, that's why I'm asking. They're all three really good. You like Sono Chino Sadame the most? It is really good. It's like really, really good, isn't it? Sunrise. Alright, I think that's enough clowning around. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. Once I land. Well, I'll just start talking. Your favorite of the JoJo outros is Enigma. I don't know that one. I haven't listened to any beyond part 3. Alrighty, I'll go ahead and start doing an outro here. So, I had a fun time with wrapping up that quest. It's good, you know, always good seeing Dia in action, you know what I'm saying? No, that was cool. Very good lore drop with, what, you know, just getting some better idea of what went on with the past there, with the, Scarlet King and the, Greater Lord. And then also how that led to Lesser Lord Kusanali. So that's actually a lot of good information we just got. And it completely reframed a lot of... Oh, I'm glad I didn't land in the wrong place, because that's actually pretty close to the other quest. I didn't even notice. That actually reframed a lot of the history that we knew about, and reframed the conflict with the Eremites, and how they viewed Greater and, I guess, also the Lesser Lord. So that was cool. Big fan of that, and just overall, like a decent wrap up. It's a good setup. Like, they basically just compiled all the information right there and said, okay, so what's been happening is everything we've been seeing so far was part of that scheme to build a new god, which we, you know, had seen now. And it seems like they're pretty far along in it, probably, like as we should have expected. But the whole reason the divine knowledge, the divine can knowledge was there is because they've been harvesting it for the purpose of building this god. And then on top of that, that's why the dream harvesting thing was being done. And, you know, this is kind of the place they were getting that divine knowledge from, was those, the village keepers or the mad scholars. So it's all come together. That's why they were being captured and taken away. And we've already kind of had a little bit of encounter with Il Dottore, the doctor, and we know the Balladeer is involved. That's who they're trying to make into a god. I have a feeling we're going to be fighting him. I mean, they wouldn't set it up if we're not going to, let's be honest. But when I clicked that thing earlier, there was a big old purple boss-looking thing that showed up on that webpage. And I think that might be him. I don't know what it was. I didn't see a name, I just saw a picture. At least maybe there was a name, I don't want to know. But I think that's what I was seeing, is it's going to be the boss, probably. We'll see how it goes, I guess. Should be a good time. So we got all that information. Now, canonically, we are currently gathering up our info and just thinking about what to do next. I've already got Nilou, I have Albedo, so I'm going to save the pulls that I have until the next banner. I always feel bad, like I feel like I should be pulling more. I feel like I should get more Nilous, or any character on the banner, because they're limited, but that's the trick. That's how they get you. Like, I get this weird, like, empathy for the character, like, I'm not neglecting your banner because I don't like you. Oh well, whatever. So there we are, so that's the recap. That sets us up for next week, if I can talk without just running all my words together. That sets us up for next week, where 3.2 will be dropping actually here in a couple days, on I think Tuesday, right? So what's the time left on the banner? Like a day and a half? Yeah. One day, 18 hours basically. So 3.2 will be dropping, and that means next Sunday we will be on Chapter 3, Act 5. And we'll see what happens. It should be a good time. So thank you to anyone who showed up, whether you're lurking, chat, masturbating, whatever you like to do while you watch the stream. If you like the stream, hit that follow button. You can catch more. I stream every day. Monday, Wednesday are coding streams. I program in Rust. I'm doing a Rust roguelike tutorial right now. We just finished the main game. We're about to start some stretch goals. And then after we're done with the stretch goals, which are just there to kind of make the game look a little nicer, little bonus things on top of the main functionality. Nothing crazy. After that, we're going to get to like map generation algorithms and stuff. It'll be a good time. That's Monday, Wednesday. Tuesday, Thursday, until I finish it, is going to be Crackdown 3. Then we'll pick up something new. Friday, Saturday night is Code Vein until I finish it, which we're pretty close. One more stream, maybe two, but hopefully one. And again, that is Friday, Saturday night. And Saturday, Sunday day stream, about 10 a.m. Central. Used to be Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. I'm still used to saying that, but my character that was living for a little over a month in the game now, he finally died, unfortunately. So today we picked up Ready or Not, which is basically a spiritual successor to SWAT 4. And I thought it kicked ass. Very good tactical shooter. You know, you don't run and gun, right? You die in a couple shots. You gotta be tactical, you know, breach and clear, all kinds of fun stuff like that. You gotta secure all the suspects and even the civilians. A lot of fun. I love stuff like that. I love tactical shooters. And I started getting the feel for it, so I think, you know, more time playing, I'll get a little bit better, but it did start out a little bit rough, as I just had to familiarize myself with the controls and get used to the AI. And it's been a while since I played a tactical shooter, so there's that as well. But I started getting the hang of it, so that's been fun. I'll do definitely a few more sessions of that. I don't know how long I'll play it, but I want to do each map at least. And then once I've done each map, you know, we'll see how many more sessions I want to go beyond that. It is an early access game, so more things will be added. So it'll be an easy game to pick up for occasional one-off streams as well. So we're going to be doing Ready or Not for a few Saturday, Sunday daytime streams until I decide it's time to pick up a new game. And then that was a big aside for those streams. So then to wrap up my schedule, Genshin here Sunday nights. And that's it for the schedule. So now for the YouTube side of things, I got a question here. I'll address it in a moment, Tusk. For the YouTube side of things, if you're watching this on YouTube in the future, congrats on being in the future. But I'd also appreciate if you do all the fun YouTube stuff, like licking that like button and kicking that subscribe button and notification bell, and you can leave a comment. I would appreciate that. I do read my comments, try to respond to them. So all that good stuff, that's out of the way. Tusk asks, will I ever do Postal 4 on stream? I don't know. Maybe. I guess it's out now. Tusk said the other day that it was about to come out, or it just came out. I do own it. I bought it. I played it a couple of years ago, and like I think it was around this time. Was it 2019 even? I bought it a long time ago. I think before I started streaming on this channel. I'm thinking about it now. It's kind of throwing me off. I remember a specific night. The night that I bought it and the night that I was playing Postal 4 is also the night that I discovered the band Alkaloid, which is like maybe my favorite band right now. I very distinctly remember that night because I was sitting there, I played it for a while, and I was getting drunk, and I was listening to Spotify recommendations, and I discovered a lot of bands. And I remember Rise of the Cephalopods popping, like, well, the band Alkaloid shows up, but then I just clicked on them and I skimmed through their 2 albums, just looking at the songs, and I see a song called Rise of the Cephalopods, and it's like 20 minutes, and I'm like, what the hell, I need to hear this now. And I was like, yes, Alkaloid is one of the most amazing things I've ever heard in my life. But that was the same night that I played Postal 4 for the first time. I have weird associative memory like that. I don't know. And I, you know, even though I was getting drunk, I still remember that. It's weird. Alrighty. Yeah, Tusk says it did just come out. The years of early access is gone. I really do want to know what day it was that I got that now. Let me check my purchase history. Watch me be way off. But I do remember, like, I think it was before COVID. Because I remember getting home from work. How do I get to it? Account details? I remember getting home from work, like, you know, well, I still worked through the office, but what I do remember with it was that it was when I was in the other room over there and I was still splitting this apartment. Which actually does mean it was pre-streaming here. Let's see, purchase history. I have to know. I gotta scroll way back. Oh, I'm already in 2020, nice. Where is it at? I see Persona 4. Where is it? Maybe I bought it even earlier. Maybe it was pre-COVID. Yeah, there it is. November 24th, 2019. Postal 4. Was that a Thursday? It would check out being a Thursday. Now I have to know. Let me go back to 2019. Let's see, November 24th. No, it was a oh, I guess I bought it on that Sunday, but I was playing it in the week. Okay. How about Postal Brain Damage? I think you mentioned that one, but I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know it existed. Let's see, the same day that I bought Postal 4, I bought the OVR toolkit, Dungeon Escape VR, Space Escape, Temple of Aluxus. That's when I bought the Valve Index, basically, that same week. Super Hot VR, Gorn. That's a fun game. Budget Cuts, Blade and Sorcery. Duck Season. That's a great VR game. Cool. Alrighty. Dude, it's weird looking back at the purchase history. Oh, there's Code Vein Deluxe Edition in September of 2019, and I didn't play it until late 2020 on stream. How very Steam-like of me. You know, buy a game and don't play it. I did just buy... Actually, we're gonna break the fourth wall a little bit here, Tusk, because I normally don't talk about games that I'm gonna stream. But one of the games that I'm probably gonna stream soon, I didn't even know it existed. This is how bad I dropped the ball on this. But you know, there's a franchise that I really like. And even better, I assumed this was gonna be a console game. It is on console, but I saw a streamer I follow. I rarely watch her live, but I watch her YouTube videos. She was playing this game the other day, and I was like, wait a minute, when did a new game in this franchise come out? And again, I just kind of assumed it was going to be a console game. I mean, I guess she does everything on PC though, so that wouldn't make sense. But maybe she had a console, and I didn't know. Historically, these games have always come out on console, and then later, a couple of them got PC ports. Maybe only one of them even. I'm still stalling. But what I saw was a game called Star Ocean: The Divine Force. It literally came out like a week ago, like on the 22nd of October. And I don't want to read anything about the reviews and all that. It seems to get decent reviews. When I looked up the game, when I just Googled the game, it popped up and it had like a decent review. It wasn't the best, but I didn't read anything. I don't want to know why they gave it what they gave it. That's already enough information for me. I really like the Star Ocean series, so I did buy it the other day, and I'm probably going to start it up pretty soon. That's probably... I thought about using it to replace Cataclysm today, but I did Ready or Not for a reason, because Ready or Not, I feel like it could be a shorter thing. Maybe I play it for like 3 streams or something, and then I start up another, maybe a longer game. I also thought about doing a different game today. I also considered Chrono Trigger. So, I mean, there's a lot of games that are going to be ending soon. I'm going to be finishing up Crackdown 3 soon. I'm going to be finishing up Code Vein soon. So there's a lot of room to start up other games. So it's not going to be a big deal. But this is something I'm going to play soon. Star Ocean: The Divine Force. Really excited about checking out a new Star Ocean game. And yeah, it has been a bit since you've heard Star Ocean, because I did play Star Ocean 2 on stream, but it's not on YouTube. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite games ever. I did want to play that. Desert Raider, find the ancient temple beneath the flowing desert. When the dark sun passes, understand the past through the final words of the priest of Deshret. And King Deshret and the 3 Magi. Complete King Deshret and the 3 Magi. Here we go. So yeah, that's some stuff that's going to be coming down the pipeline. Chrono Trigger will probably start up soon. Star Ocean, the Divine Force will probably start up soon. We'll see how that one is. I need to play Integrity and Faithlessness. I own it, but I never actually beat it. Oh, you're killing me. Oh, 2 Minute Papers. What a time to be alive. I was like, why do I know that phrase? Yeah, because Tuss said, I'm going to say what that guy from YouTube always says, what a time to be alive. So one of the reasons I want to do Chrono Trigger again is Chrono Trigger is one of those games that I like to play every couple of years, if not every year, as is Final Fantasy VII and Star Ocean: The Second Story. Those games are all, like, I have to replay those games every couple of years. I love them too much that I find myself wanting to replay them all the time. So the other thing is Chrono Trigger, Star Ocean: Second Story, and Final Fantasy VII. I did all 3 of those pretty close to each other on stream here in 2021. Like February, March of 2021, that area. But none of them are on YouTube, because back then, I think by then I had discovered that VODs don't last forever like I thought they did. But I never started putting things on YouTube until later. So they didn't even go up on YouTube, so they're just lost to time. So it might be cool to redo them. And then, I'm going to want to replay them anyway, so I'll probably do those on stream soon. Like, all of them, basically. because I really like those games. One of the things I was thinking for a while is maybe making Tuesdays more of a retro day. Not Tuesdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because I was doing Crackdown, and that's kind of retro-ish. I mean, it's like 15 years old. I don't know. I don't like thinking of that as retro, but it's like 15 years old or something, so... I was thinking about maybe making like Tuesdays and Thursdays, like, play an older game or something. Like, that's a dedicated time to play an older game. I don't know if I'll do that, but it could be nice to have a theme to some days, right? Alright, that's enough of enough stalling and chatting and everything. I do like doing it, but I am hungry. I want to go get a snack, get an apple or something. I'm starving. And, relax for a bit. Maybe work on some code. I feel like there was something else I wanted to do. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I might replay some of the missions, some of the maps that I've already done on Ready or Not. Because I really do want to play more of that. I might get another round or two of that in tonight. This has been pretty fun. Alright, so I've already done an outro like 15 minutes ago. So I'm not going to do another outro. Actually, no, I will. So thank you to anyone who showed up tonight, whether you're lurking, chat, masturbating, whatever you like to do. I appreciate it. If you like the stream, go ahead and hit that. I'm joking. I'm not going to do another whole outro. You know, I should have committed to the joke just long enough to start giving my schedule, though. As if I were really going to give my whole schedule again. I should have committed just a little bit longer. Alright, until next time, have a good day, have a good night, whatever it is, wherever you're at, take it easy.
Stretcher.